Okay, you already heard the woman. You were listening to WURD Radio. We are the Reality Check here from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. So we're about at the halfway point with it being almost 11:45. Dominique is still with us, a doctor, anesthesiologist at Lincoln Hall Hospital. So if you feel like you want to be put to sleep or woken up to a beautiful, angelic brown face, then I'm guessing Lincoln Hall is really where you want to be. Unless, is there some like doctor board that's like based in like just attractive doctors? So if I want to get my medical care from somebody who is not only talented and skilled, of course, to be a doctor, you have to be well educated, but also just for visual purposes, if I'm not feeling well, I just want to make sure that like I can get a dose of something handsome while I'm laying in the bed.
I'm sure there's like a Facebook page or some Instagram page. I know there's like a Black Doctors of Instagram or something, but I'm not part of it.
All right, maybe I'll start that up, y'all. Let me know on my Instagram or check out the Facebook. Okay, so on WURD's Facebook, let me know if you want me to start a directory of attractive medical care professionals. Right, so while you're getting like your colonoscopy. You can have it done by somebody attractive. But there's a colposcopy also.
Yeah, colposcopy.
Yes, yeah.
Men don't get those.
Yeah,
yes.
I've had the great fortune of having one of those. That is no fun. Okay, but let's get us back on track, right? So I want to talk about something that my friend James, who's been listening all week, he sent in. Troy, when you're ready, I want you to listen to this clip of a man who has something specific to say about the difference between the way women and men can the difference between men and women as it pertains to holding company and enjoying entertainment. So Troy, when you're ready, will you play this clip for us?
Women best engage face-to-face and men best engage side-by-side. The church wants men to desire something that they don't desire anywhere else in their life either. I think the problem is we want them to be attracted to something that they're not attracted to, not just here,
right,
but anyway
in life.
When is the last time you was like, hey, bro, it's a book tour coming through. You should just go and sit and listen to people talk. You want to roll? By and large, men are engaged by entertainment. Sports is a form of entertainment.
Yeah.
A movie is entertainment. Yeah. So you want to get some men together to connect. Yeah. It's either entertainment or it is actually participating in some form of legitimate engagement. Women best engage face-to-face and men best engage side-by-side. When is the last time you got together and we was like, oh, let's just sit and look at each other, man.
This is beautiful.
Man? But when we play basketball, it was like, man, that side-by-side, the amount of conversations you have side-by-side when you panting for your breath.
Yeah, right.
You're like, you good, man? How the wife, your kids, they good?
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. Hey, man, check up. No, they got it down there, man. Yeah. Man. Them young boys running up and down.
Yeah.
The whole conversation is open side-by-side. Yeah. Running side-by-side, do anything side-by-side. Yeah. I think we want them to want something that they don't desire anywhere.
That's really good. Okay, so when that was brought to me by my friend James, right, I'm always, and everyone knows this, I'm always super defensive about any sort of blatant statement that divides us by gender, because I always feel like these are more personality issues. And so when I heard this man speak, and the clip is about a minute long, the first thing I thought was, number one, this is a person who definitely struggles with intimacy, right? Like, that's the only reason to avoid someone's eyes is because you don't want to be fully engaged. But that is coming from a woman's point of view. Let me just take a step back and let me hear your thoughts first, since you are the man and we are supposed to obey and stand behind the man. Go ahead.
It's funny, in this instance, I definitely actually agree with you. But I could be different. I think all relationships are actually the same. Like, the relationships I have with my friends should be the same as relationships I have with, like, a significant other. The only difference is we're doing significant other stuff. But, like, the way we relate to one another, talk to one another, talk about our feelings, try to figure out, like, what's going on with one another, I think they should be the same. Otherwise, I would hesitate to call that a friendship. Like, with my friends, we go out to eat sometimes. We're not going to dress it up like, hey, we're going to have a men's night and we're going to talk about our feelings yet. No one's coming to that. But, like, we're going to come through, we're going to drink some tequila, talk about what's going on in life, work, what's happening with the family, all of that stuff. And it could be face-to-face, it could be whatever. So I think that's important, and I can't say that I agree with everything he's saying.
Yeah, to me, what it sounds like is he's a person who's trying to lapse or stay away from the idea of intimacy, right? And when it comes to men, I do think that there's this, like, push to have men omit their feelings and only focus on their actions. But then here are a few like traps that end up being. Number one, you can be best friends with someone who does hideous things to women, and you never know because you're never getting involved. Or two, you're best friends with someone who's literally drowning, and you never know because you're not paying attention, not looking to the eyes of the person, right? You're just going to a basketball game together. And he even said it, even the checking in is very much oh, you good? Okay, cool. And I do find that is true for people who miss the details. I think it was Issa Rae was sharing a story about her husband was talking to her about their mutual friends who were divorcing after a long marriage. And so Issa said to her husband and goes, "Oh my God, well, what happened?" And her husband goes, "Oh, I don't know. They just done." Right? Like, how do you not, if it's one of your good friends, how do you not engage and go, "Oh, well, what happened to your marriage?"
That's crazy. You have to know.
You have to at least pretend to care. Otherwise, all your relationships are just kind of based in, like, popularity.
Yeah, like one of my best friends, when I was living here before, he had never really had, like, a girlfriend, I guess, like, outside of college. Mm-hmm. And there was a young lady, they were dating one another or whatever. And I said, we used to make fun of each other. I'm like, "You love her? You love her? You love her?" Like, are you really going to go out with her or what's going to happen? And as much fun as I used to poke at him, I was like, yo, there's nothing wrong with, like, if you like her, she likes you, just see what happens. Doesn't mean you guys have to get married, but whatever. And here we are, like, 12 years later, they got 2 kids. So.
Oh, look at that. So. I love low stakes. I love when you can just sort of identify your feelings and then move in through with that and then just see, like, what develops from it. So my friend James said that what he took from it is men don't have to be face-to-face to have intimate conversations. He said he doesn't disagree with me with everything that I just shared with you all. He just thinks, especially when it comes to entertainment, men and women are entertained differently. I can't see how that's true because I see the number of men that go to Beyonce concerts. So I feel like we are all the same in the sense that we want something visually impactful. We want to be entertained in some way. But even when it comes to book tours, there are male book tours, right? Like there are men who do very, very well in this city. And I do know one of my really good friends, Jimmy, he's a photographer. He does I think it's a monthly gathering at Ashton Cigar Lounge. And all the men are required to dress up. And they sit and they hold space for each other to be able to share. And the goal is to come as vulnerable as you possibly can because there aren't enough spaces like that.
I get what they're saying. I think in general, men do kind of like the same stuff, but other people are more well-rounded. Yeah, men like sports. They like movies. Like the stuff that he's talking about is true, but like Artish at the end of the month, I'm going to be at Artish because I'm ready to dress up and put some red bottoms on and, come out and do my thing. Everybody doesn't want to do that. That's to each their own, but it's a personal choice. I don't think it's a gender choice.
That's really what it comes down to, because even as I'm talking to more men about their dating experiences, it's helping me to realize how many women have intimacy issues, right? And like, I think that's where a lot of the whole like making demands for certain types and styles of dating comes in. It's like, if I don't know what makes me special on a romantic plane, then I need you to do X, Y, Z because that's going to make me feel special. And a part of the reason why we don't know what makes us special is because we're not having enough intimate conversations for that to be able to shine forward.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think a lot of people don't actually know themselves. By a lot of people, I mean most people don't know what makes them tick, what they like, what they don't like. Because if you look at dating now, it's a whole mess. The things that are required of men is out of control, if you ask me. Like, I need you to pick me up an Uber. I need you to come wash my car. I need you to take me out and spend $500. I saw a video this morning. Some girls like, you don't have to spend money. You could just come wash my car. And in real life, the things that you want are to vibe with someone that you legitimately have fun with and they're nice to look at. That's what everyone wants. And from a man, I feel like women just want security, whatever that looks like. Someone that they could talk to, someone that makes them feel safe, whether it's like physically, financially, mentally, or emotionally. I think that those are the things that are important, but I think that people don't even realize that anymore.
See, and I think, or at least from my experience of dating men want safety and security too. I think they package it up in different words, but I don't think that the value in the safety and security is there. I think that's why with a lot of my exes, a lot of guys I date, they circle back because they get the security, they get all of that. The experience is always very much the same. They're thankful for all of that safety, to be able to sleep over and not have to worry about anything. My life is clean, all those other types of things. But then there's always so much more to be running after, especially when you have so much available to you. And then the circle back is when it's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe this person was more attractive, or maybe this person did things that, maybe they shut their mouth more, because that's where I struggle. I don't shut my mouth. But the double back is in the safety. You got all of that other stuff from that other person, but you weren't safe. You weren't maybe able to be your full self, and that person required more of who not you are, but more of what you can provide, and that can be exhausting.
That can be exhausting.
Oh, that's it. That's all you got for that one. All right.